Okay, I thought I'd have a quick look at St Lawrence, which is in the Undercliff. St Catherine's Point is that way, and that's west. Ventnor is this way, so there's the inner cliff face of the Undercliff, looking north. This is a Hampshire Wildlife Trust, Hampshire and Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust Nature Reserve, and the sea is just beyond these houses over there. You can just see the sea. But anyway, we're going to go up the top and look down onto the Undercliff from the cliff above. You can see the old green sand inner cliff face up there. So back in the day when there were choughs in the Undercliff, this part was a lot more open and grazed, not wooded. So we just go up Seven Sisters Road because there's a right of way that goes up this inner cliff face, takes us up onto the top. Some more view of the green sand south facing cliffs. There's a little footpath down there that takes you down eventually to the coastal fields by the sea. Seven Sisters Close. So we'll go up St Radigan's path, which is here. This is the path that takes you up along the cliff face up to the top. This kind of inner cliff face. The north is to my right, south is to my left, and obviously on a winter day when there's no breeze but the sun is warm, this really warms up quickly, and it's this kind of spot where any wintering yellowbrowns or chiffies and that kind of stuff are going to be hanging out. April now, so I doubt I'll come across a singing yellowbrow, but you never know. I'll walk around with a remarkably optimistic outlook on birding. Never see anything, unfortunately. Knackered already, but here we come out at the top of the inner cliff onto open chalk grassland. There's the coastal fields down there, kind of old park sort of area. There's Sugarloaf, that shrubby mound right on the coast, a bit like Beeston Bump in Norfolk. Wonderful species-rich chalk grassland. Lots of Glanville fritillaries up here, interestingly enough. So we're now above the St Lawrence part of the Undercliff, on the inner cliff face. There's Woody Head down there. You can see kind of well timbered gardens, so lots and lots of nice big mature trees in gardens, quite open. And then you've got a strip of farmland along the kind of the coastal cliff top, which is superb for migrants. Let's walk up that way a little bit. So in spring what tends to happen is a lot of the migrants hit the coast down there, and they just work their way. We're about 1 kilometre from the sea cliffs there, or 800 metres probably. They work their way inland, heading north up to here, and then they get held up on this kind of cliff top, scrubby margin, where they just feed all day. So you can come up here later in the day, a bit later in the spring when there's more migrants around, and they'll be fly catching and hunting all the way along here. It can just be superb for redstarts and flycatchers and philosks. Nobody comes along here though, birding wise, including me these days. So I've just flushed a redstart just over there. It's just gone down. There's There's 4 chiffies here, but there's a redstart which has just gone down into the dip down towards the cliff face. It's my first redstart of the year. Still seems a bit early, but I suppose they should be coming through by now. I like this section where above the cliff you've got this huge open arable field, open farmland, which is why all the migrants concentrate along this edge. Looking kind of southwest, you can see the sea over there. So there's a chiff chaff. Yeah, so the migrants just come up and feed in the sun along this edge. There's a couple of, well, 3 chiffies here. These kind of fence lines look good for bits and pieces. The old radar, it's very shrieky, this radar station. Come on, wood chap. Quite sure this big arable field gets some nice stuff as well. A raven conking away up there somewhere. Very common in the Undercliff, ravens. Surprised the skylarks aren't singing. Suppose it is later in the afternoon now. What are they moaning about? No, they're just having a go at the raven. There's a willow warbler just over there. It's another female type redstart just behind me, briefly. It's really warm now. You can see why the migrants would be concentrated along this edge, because beyond it it's just open prairie till you get to some nice habitat, and obviously around the radar station here. So where are we? 4th of April, is it? And this massive field of stubble. This could actually be barley stubble, either that or wheat. Still here. So any turtle doves that are arriving, not quite yet, but soon. Going to find a really good weedy, seed-rich, vast expanse of feeding habitat here, which obviously I'm delighted about. It's been sprayed off, but there'll still be loads of weed seeds from last year. So we're now at High Hat above St Lawrence, which is a high point along this inner cliff face. You can see how open it is going inland. And down Old Park and St Lawrence, down on the terrace below, within the Undercliff itself. One of my birding patches down there, St Lawrence. It's a woody head just in the distance. So Mr. Raven, or Mrs. Raven, can't tell. St Catherine's Point just beyond this shrubby mound. Must stop saying scrub. You can't see St Catherine's Point. Oh yes you can. Just about see the lighthouse at St Catherine's Point in the distance. If you can see the sign on the cliff top we're just coming up to, the lighthouse is just above and to the right of it. There it is. Stunning. I've never tried a doing a concerted visible migration watch from up here, but I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty awesome. Maybe this autumn I'll give it a go. Hoopoo heaven down there in these gardens.